All right, guys, is coffee good for you? I'm going to answer that, and I'm also going to provide studies backing up these claims in the link. The links will be in the description. I'm also going to share with you, if you have a couple of particular conditions, I'm going to show you the best way to drink your coffee. All right, so first of all, coffee can be beneficial for a number of conditions, and this isn't a condition per se, but we'll start with muscle growth. We know that the amount of force that you can create per motor unit, basically you can get stronger, you can improve your endurance when you're consuming coffee. Now let me point out, some of these studies looked at caffeine only, and I will point out the ones that did that. All the other studies looked at coffee specifically. But we can kind of use those interchangeably. Obviously, coffee is a great source of caffeine, but this looked at coffee. Another one that looked at coffee specifically is the fact that, believe it or not, coffee is actually nutritious. It contains a number of essential nutrients for us. Number one, 2 B vitamins. We have B1 and B3. I've talked a lot before about vitamin B1. It's critical, particularly for diabetics. Most diabetics are very low in B1, and for any sort of glucose metabolism, we need thiamine or B1. Another critical one is magnesium, right? Magnesium's involved. It's a cofactor in hundreds of enzymatic reactions in your body. You gotta have it. Extremely important. Coffee is actually a good source. Good source of potassium. We know that coffee drinkers have a lower risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, Parkinson's disease. Another one, a simple one that coffee can be helpful in, and I've shared this with people before, and it's worked wonders for them, is just constipation. Start with an ice cold glass of water, then drink your coffee. That vasoconstriction and that vasodilation can do wonders for kind of a quick fix for constipation. Another one with coffee is its role in estrogen and potentially breast cancer. So what we know is when you drink coffee, if you have higher than normal estradiol levels in your blood, coffee can lower that. And potentially we could see benefit with certain types of breast cancer down the line. Now, an interesting one, this is one that only looked at caffeine, but what they found when you're consuming caffeine, fat cell diameter, how they measured this, I'm not quite sure, but again, it's in the link. Fat cell diameter and fat pad weight did go down, so we're seeing a decrease, increase in fat loss, decrease in weight in a lot of cases. Let's talk about weight here. So again, this is one that looks strictly at caffeine, not coffee specifically, but there was an increase in thermogenesis, so they were burning more calories, they were burning more fat, and it resulted in an increase loss of weight. So, a big win for caffeine and coffee with weight loss. Now, these last two are near and dear to my heart because so many people had thyroid problems. I did, and so coffee is very supportive for our thyroid. And what I mean by that is less than 2 cups a day. You don't even have to drink that much. As you can see, a decrease in subclinical hypothyroidism. If we go a little higher, people that drink 2 to 4 cups a day can actually see their TSH levels go down. We know that in a lot of people, when you have a low thyroid, they will have elevated TSH. So it is very beneficial in that regard. Coffee is also supportive for your liver, believe it or not, and liver and thyroid function go hand in hand, okay? So what we know is that just over 2 cups a day of coffee, people with pre-existing liver conditions can see a decrease in fibrosis, which is scarring, and that cirrhosis, also decrease in cancer rates and mortality. Now, the bottom line is, how I consume my coffee, and particularly if you have thyroid issues, the best way to usually do it is if you're going to drink black coffee, have it with food. But I'm not a real proponent anymore of black coffee. I have mine in the morning, basically, say 6 ounces of coffee, 6 ounces of ideally raw milk. I put maybe a tablespoonful of real maple syrup in, and then I'll put some gelatin or collagen protein powder in it. And so it's almost a meal at that point to start my day. And it provides you with these benefits, but you're not getting a bump in cortisol because you're providing your body with the fats, the carbs, the protein with the other things I put in it. So hopefully, guys, this answers the question once and for all for you that no, you don't have to give up coffee. If you choose to do that, that's fine. But I don't believe it's harmful for your health. I believe it's a net positive, and it's been a net positive in my life. You just have to do it the right way. So let me know in the comments any other topics that you'd like me to cover. I would appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you.